let's start confronting some of the more difficult questions that business leaders are facing. And that is, tell me about price. Is it in fact cheaper to move to the cloud?
A question that I come across very frequently, Kirsten. Yes and no. If you really go wrong, it could wind up costing you more if you do not approach cloud carefully. Having said that, it doesn't mean that you will not like to adopt the benefits cloud brings, cloud deployments bring. And in true sense, it's a viable option, depending on what you're trying to move to cloud. To truly weigh the benefits of cloud, you would have to look beyond the opportunities for the hard cost reductions. I mean, that's I always tell all my customers. Sometimes they agree, sometimes they like to have brainstorming sessions, but that has been my statement for a long time. You can acknowledge the soft cost savings that can be realized from cloud's valuable benefits, such as greater developer agility, faster time to market, scalable hardware, which means you pay for what you use. But that necessarily does not mean that the cloud comes cheaper always. It has its own benefits. Let's look into some of those. Cloud computing brings natural economies of scale. The practicalities of cloud computing mean high utilization and smoothing of inevitable peaks and throws in workloads. Rather than using a dedicated server that you own as a business, you have to maintain and pay for regardless of the demand, right? And we saw that demand going down during COVID time. So at that time, the shared server infrastructure becomes more effective and beneficial, and that's where the cloud adoption comes, right? So I would say this allows the cloud computing providers to optimize the hardware needs of their data centers, which means as a customer, you're not paying for idle infrastructure, which results in lower operating costs for you, right? And that's the benefit. When you run your own localized data centers and servers, you need to buy more hardware than you need in case of failure. In extreme cases, you need to duplicate everything, having spare hardware lying idle just in case of a failure, which may be expensive, right? And those are areas which can actually be addressed by moving to cloud. So I go back to my answer of saying yes and no. If you really work out the architecture right, it can be more. It can bring more business benefits rather than just saying it will be cheaper to move to cloud, so let's adopt cloud. That's not the right approach of moving to cloud.
Right. This is very good insight, and it's something that I personally, it's a topic that I feel very strongly about, I must confess. It's a topic that I've often talked to many audiences about. If we really start digging deep into that aspect of costing, we realize that on-premise isn't actually a once-off, because a lot of these decision makers are finding that they are comparing a single capex expense with an ongoing opex expense. However, it's important to also note that even a non-cloud environment, a fully on-premise environment, is in fact still an OPEX cost plus a CAPEX cost. It's not a pure CAPEX cost. There's a number of those ongoing costs that, inside your answer to that question, there were a number of line items there that when we really go and inspect, they persist month by month. There's the personnel aspect, which is certainly a monthly cost. There's, insurances, there's several line items of costs that persist on an OPEX basis. So I think that when we truly go and reflect on this cost point, we need to do an all-up inspection to see what are all the consequential costs of staying on premise, which include all of those OPEX line items, whether it's on the people side, whether it's on the security side, whether it's on the insurance side. They might be hidden under other broader costs like your payroll cost or your insurance cost, but these are all as a result of keeping your assets on site, and these costs are often neglected.